The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Heward. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. And winning the conference title is a major achievement for the franchise.
Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. Starting at the 10. He's got a lead up past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football. But you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mitchell again. Where's the intensity we expect in the playoffs? The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line. This defense just kept swarming.
Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throw here, 3rd down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
At the 31-yard line.
Burrow out of the shotgun. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Down. Here's Burrow. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down.
2 yards leads to third down and 14.
Third and long for him here. We've got a screen to the running back. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
A 14-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Burrow. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for the Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Burrow from the gun. Next to his back, here's Rachaad White. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Rachaad White. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the keeper, it's Burrow. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line. They send with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did. Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
McPherson's kick is good. They marked their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell.
Mitchell, the ball carrier.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's running with it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Bengals with an extra DB out there now. Third down. Air it out on third. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And we'll see if they can be the first offense to get a drive going. It has been defense dominant thus far. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. He's got it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow gets it out quite quick. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Third and short, it's Burrow. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, Burrow to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's going to look into the 20. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Burrow. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It is caught left side. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
A 39-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Only a couple of yards on the run, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. So we're through 1 here in the AFC title game. Our score, 6-0. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and short.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They've got first down from the 31. One play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or 2.
And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Mitchell up the middle. Escapes a defender. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Bateman in the motion man left. First down, and they go right back to him. He dodged the tackle. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
17 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. He's away from one. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Setting up 2nd and goal. Mitchell. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens take the lead on that successful kick.
Bengals 6.
All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are we doing? Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. It isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Ryan Rico headed back out for the punt. He's brought down before the return gets long. The Ravens and Keaton Mitchell just about set to get going again on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lamar's going to keep this one. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. All set now. First and 10. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
They'll come up on first and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Brings up second and 5.
Lamar now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a short gain. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Lamar back to throw. Dump off top by his back. And this does not get it. It's a short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They're going for this. Thinking touchdown, obviously, but they could also get a first down. 4th down. He calls his own number on the option. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and goal.
Mitchell. Dodgers the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead to 7. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8.
14. Bengals 6.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Hardman with a return. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Well, I suppose some praise is in order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing the return. Definitely minimized the damage the best they could, but it is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
The Ravens and Keaton Mitchell just about set to get going again on offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
They'll give to Sampson here at the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Ravens with a chance to boost their lead. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jackson now, third and long. This one's caught. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And this stays a one-score, 8-point game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these
Ravens get him. Down he goes. Every time they're reaching the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack.
Second and 16 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up third and
on third down, here's Burrow. He brings it in. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, here's Burrow. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
Bengals 13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock. Probably don't want to risk too much here. First down, here's Lamar. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just a yard left to go on second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Throw left side to Watson. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Jackson's going to throw again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
And he spikes it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt. Tyler Luke out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. On the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much.
Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Complete over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Burrow on the play action. Puts some air under it deep down the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Incomplete. Malachi starts on the coverage.
Right side cut by Higgins. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's third and
Ravens
10.
crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for third down. Throw here, third down. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So we thought he was beat deep and was going to give up the catch anyway. The interference call did indeed come out. First down, Burrow to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Burrow setting to throw. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Short yardage run here for Brown. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This connects with Higgins. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Offense is set. First and 10.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Burrow from the gun. All the left side. Now first down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Throwing is Burrow. That's cut at the 4. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
Bengals 20, Ravens 17.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown. And heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Mitchell on the carry. Shoots away from one. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 36 yards.
Lamar now from the gun. This is completed downfield to Likely. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Baltimore, first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Bengals 20.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Connects on the crosser. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a 31-yard play, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Brown. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
At the Ravens 38-yard line.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. They take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third
and short, it's Burrow. Completes beyond the marker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 1.
Burrow's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Brown on the inside give. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Burrow to the air now. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this third down play. Here he goes, third and long. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a third-quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
27. Ravens 24.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Christian Watson. A 7-yard pickup.
Short side option here. He's running left. Escapes a defender. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Baltimore first down. First
On the 44-yard line now, first and 10. And off here to Sampson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Dax Hill up for the stop. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Ravens with it, facing the potential end of their postseason as they trail. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has it in close. And they make the tackle at the 38. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
First down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And they They'll take him down right along the 30. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bengals 30-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Complete on a slant to Watson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Lamar throwing again. Bengals get to him and take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Jackson looking to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. As the hook up again to Njoku. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Lamar. Has it down close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 31. Bengals
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
It almost says he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37.
And the Bengals first down.
First down carry for Brown. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Brown again. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. first down. Jackson. He completes it in traffic. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him at the 38.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38.
Here's Mitchell. Continuing to move past the 45. Solid blocking there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
Blankenship on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Again, this is Mitchell. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule?
That's another.
That was it.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Mitchell again. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Handoff here to Mitchell. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Christian Watson. Incomplete.
He's back to throw. He finds Njoku complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
2 yards.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. The give now to Mitchell. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Third down, 1 yard to go. Mitchell gets it from the gun. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
On the return, here's Jones. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a heartbeat. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Finds Chase on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
And he is to throw. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
4 yards. That's another Bengals.
He'll look to throw it. On the screen, this is White. And they bring him down around the 34. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Ravens.
Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here on fourth. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He connects downfield. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 30. That's another Bengals first down.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. And we're down to 26 seconds on the clock after that spike. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Setting up to pass. We've got a screen to the running back. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Big moment here in their quest to become AFC champs. We've got 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw it. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. 1st and 10, looking to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. On the screen, this is Sampson. By hand, he's in the clear. And this one only manages the arm before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw. On target here to Njoku. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Everything coming down to the leg of Tyler Luke. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. The kick is off the mark, no good. And folks, we're headed for overtime. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, no longer an oddity compared to our first 18 weeks. It's all going to work the same now. Both teams guaranteed a shot with the football regardless of who wins the opening toss. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, it is next score wins. A couple of evenly matched teams atop the AFC, but only one can represent this conference in the Super Bowl. Overtime is underway. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And touchdown here won't win the game automatically, but it could spell the beginning of the end for their opponents, who would have to respond in kind. Drive. He dodged the tackle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Gets it out wide quick. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Don't want their first overtime drive to stop now. They got to get 6 on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Sending a receiver left. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle by Chris Jenkins. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this needs to be a good one. Ball in his hands right around midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Going to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's good.
Counter play, Brown. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Give on second, it's Brown. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over.
They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll take a moment to plan their next steps here in OT. This entire contest rests on his next kick. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency. They're not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. They are Super Bowl bound, Brock. We now know who's going to be representing the AFC in the battle for the Lombardi.
Yeah, you never set out with the goal to be good. You set out to be great. You don't set out to just be a playoff team. You set out to be one of the 2 teams playing on that special stage of the Super Bowl. And with this win, now they will be.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
The top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some individual hardware is pretty nice to end a season with, too. Today, one of their players has a reason to celebrate. They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season.